Time to get myself ready for the day. Plugging in the blender. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Starting off with carton of KetoVie 4-to-1 plant-based protein formula. Scoop of protein powder. We're going to add a little extra protein powder today just because that's the end of the bag. Wasn't even really half a scoop there. And 250 milliliters of water. Turn the blender on, grab the bag out of the fridge. Oh, it's hooked. And blend. Okie dokie, so let's get started here. Take the lid off. I'm just going to set that aside. We'll do that last. Just the bag there. To pieces. Do meds first. So I gotta crush up my vitamin. I'm trying to start getting up earlier every day so I can try to get this done again with work in a month from now. I need to get back onto a work schedule. So I gotta start getting up early so I can get my stuff ready for the day and still have time to get to work. Because, like, technically speaking, I would be late now and still not have everything done. Some days. I don't get scheduled the early morning shift every day, but some days. There we go. Vitamin doesn't really like to crush that nicely, but it's fine. Alright. Into the syringe with the lid on it. Cup of water. Put the lid back on. And shake. shake, 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 shake. Okay. That one down. Vitamin D. Take a straw. Take a 5 ml syringe. I take 6 milliliters 3 days a week. That's 150,000 units. And why do I take that much? Because, oh crap, I'm gonna have to take these drapes down and wash them. Because I have severe vitamin D deficiency. So, set that there. Lid back on. What else? Cough medicine. Go. Damn it. There we go. Again, syringe lid. Probiotic. Actually going to take another 5 ml syringe, fill it past the 5 mils, so it would be 6 mils, and do my lansoprazole. And I'm going to put that into this syringe. And then I will take and open my probiotic. Right, let's get the medicines done. So everything I drew up first is going into this extension, which is just my one that I have kept to do meds with. This is for my G port, so this is my vitamin D. My cough medicine. And my multivitamin. Water flush. can't tell if the syringe is just stuck or if I've got a block. I think there's a bit of a block there. Could be the syringe. Anyways, that's it for my G-tube. So now we will take and pinch it off and put the cap back on. Now, J-tube, it's just the one syringe. Just my lansoprazole and my probiotic. Okay. Now it's on to formula. I was trying to see if I could wait till this foam went down, because there's a lot of foam. It's not going down. So alright. So this bag was in the fridge overnight. As I've said, I need to reuse the bags as long as possible. Especially because in January, when I go to do my next order, I have to order from Sick Kids for some things, because my pharmacy that I deal with for my feeding tube supplies no longer carries these extensions. And I don't know if that's just a short-term thing, or if they just, maybe they didn't have enough people that, you know, bought them. I don't know. I just know that when I've been checking, they haven't been there, and I don't want to go without them, because if I don't use the extensions, it's not the end of the world in the sense of my tube still works without an extension. However, I don't get these little lids. I don't get these lids, which I pull off once the extension is done. I pull them off and use them on my tube. That's the lids that you see me screwing on, unscrewing and screwing back on. So without the extensions, I don't have any way to get these unless I buy Farrell bags, which I found worked really well for draining. However, the challenge came into rinsing them out to reuse them. I do follow people on here that use them, and like they pulled a little, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, they will pull the little white tab out of the top of it to drain it, and then they can rinse it that way. Yeah, I don't know how they get it to just pop out, because I've not been able to just get it to pop out. So every time I've tried, I've ended up putting a hole in the white plug, thus rendering the bag useless. Or the one time I had the white piece in hand, and I was trying to dump the contents down the sink, and the white piece slipped out of my hand. So, there went that. So, needless to say, the Farrell bags are just too expensive for not being very easily to clean and reuse. Alright, we'll hook up now. Bag on the back. And we're all set for the day. Gonna do a sugar check quickly. I'm trying to get into the habit of, when I wake up and then before I go to bed, doing a finger prick, just to make sure that I'm calibrated for the day and for the night. My sugars are 6.3 and trending down right now. According to my Dexcom, 6.3 trending down. My Dexcom's very wrong. My sugars are coming in at 12. I know it looks like 15, but it's 12. There. So basically what I have to do from here is I take the pump. I can do it off my phone too, but since I'm using my phone to record, we'll do the pump. I go options, my CGM, calibrate, and then I put in 12. My sugars were 12 on the dot. And then I do it one more time because it doesn't accept that full calibration usually. So like that just put me to 9 on the Dexcom. Now we're sitting at 12. Still says trending down. We'll see. Obviously I'm going to have to take some insulin. But I'm going to wait just a short bit for the pump to start sending the formula through into my body. As well as to see, am I actually trending down? I will definitely be finger pricking again in about an hour once my body's woke up. My morning bolus starts in an hour, so maybe I'll wait 2 hours because my morning bolus switches over in an hour. So give it another hour after the morning bolus kicks in. Basal. I get the two mixed up. Because my basal runs from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 5 units an hour. From 10 p.m. to midnight, I think it's, I don't remember, 3.8 maybe. And then from midnight to 8 a.m., it's 2.8. Let's see here. Yeah, so midnight to 8 a.m. is 2.8. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. is 5 units, and then 10 p.m. to midnight is 3.6 units for my basal. So that's where we're sitting at. And see, it's gone back down to saying 6 again. My Dexcom expires today. That's what's fucking going on. Every day when it's expiring, like every time it's expiring, it does this where it won't hold a calibration. It reads wrong. It's very annoying. And I hope when I get to upgrade to the G7 that it is better. Because this is nonsense. So I've recalibrated it again. It says calibration accepted. It's reading at 12. We'll do one more finger prick just to be on the safe side. Just to double check because for some reason the Dexcom, I know they measure two different things. Like I understand that the Dexcom reads the fluid around your blood or whatever. I don't quite know what it reads, but I know it's not the same as a blood glucose test. So why I love the Contour Next machines, because if you don't quite get enough on the strip at the first time, it lets you try again. And it's red air, great. Well guys, we may run out of time because I'm not going to extend the video any further. It's already been 20 minutes, which is a longer video. I didn't expect it to take this long, so I would have split it into two. I was figuring I'd only be like another minute or so past the 10-minute mark. Now it's reading 8.1. So